Richardson will give it to Taylor. He'll be stopped after a pickup of about 3. Devin Lloyd, the linebacker, there to stop him. Second and 7. From the gun, Richardson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
These curl routes, he's been running these routes since he was a young kid in Pop Warner football, and I like to call it pulling the string. You've got the defender thinking you're going downfield, and you stick that foot in the ground, work back to the quarterback, friendly to the ball, and really nice job picking up the first down.
Here's Richardson, going to keep this himself. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Richardson going to get it quickly out to downs. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he'll try to use that size and push forward, but it will not work. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Now he'll run it.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short gain.
3rd and 9. Out of shotgun, Richardson. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. Trayvon Walker, the former first overall pick, in there for the sack.
You find yourself trailing coming out of the halftime break. Your defense is going to start on the field. And, man, what a great way to get this half started. Keep this game within 1 possession, get the ball back to your offense, and see what they can do.
The Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. This one is good. He knocks it through. And the Colts will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Parker Washington. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Jaguars offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Lawrence now on second down. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Travis Etienne that time. Third down coming up.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. Here's the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over once more. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Throwing, Richardson. Quick throw here is complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Zone read, it's a give to Taylor. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
So as we take a look at the box score, Mike, you realize here they got the lead. We're in the second half, but they don't have a lot of rush yards. It's because they use the passing game to score points and establish the lead. Now, how we judge their run game is from here to the end of the game. Can they pile up yards now in the second half and close this game out?
Richardson operating from the pistol. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. What a connection. He's down inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone, and this is where you have to finish drives.
A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's 1st and goal. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. And he's going to go backwards on that one. They take him down back at the 6-yard line.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for 3rd and goal.
I don't mind the call. Down here this close to the goal line, you're trying to account for the extra defenders. In this case, you're trying to read them, but give credit to the defense. They had the running back accounted for and the quarterback.
From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. Good blocking, and he's in. Anthony Richardson. Touchdown, Indy. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now, the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Colts will extend this 3rd quarter lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here comes the Jacksonville offense now, heading back onto the field. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. In motion comes Thomas. A 1st down throw for Lawrence. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
They put Strange in motion. Now 2nd down throw for Lawrence. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. Here's a 3rd down and 4. In the pistol, here's Lawrence. That's caught. Left side. It's complete. And it'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Lawrence going to keep this himself. And maybe the quarterback should have given that one away. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on him. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
2nd down, Lawrence. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Colts offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll start with Taylor. Room to run at the 35. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stopping it.
So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll stay with Taylor on the ground. Well, they weren't going to get him the second time with the same back. Defense all over that one. They stop him for no gain.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
They go right back to Taylor. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. The lane closed quickly. And here comes third down. Richardson gonna look to throw. Open man, left side, he's got it. It's a pickup of 13 yards. That's good for a Colts first down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
That one complete to Pierce. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
The receiver thought he had a nice soft spot in that zone coverage, and he settles down to give a nice target to the quarterback. But the defense had eyes on him the entire time. Secure rally tackle prevents that from turning into a big play.
On the handoff, it's Taylor. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down. They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. The Colts now going to send out their field goal unit. This one from 52 yards away. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Colts add on to their lead.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for 3, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Bigsby to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Jags offense ready to take over possession of the football. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. This one is caught, and it's the tight end, Strange. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
Nice job bouncing back there on 2nd down. 1st down, they gave up way too many yards and put them in 2nd and short. But now they can gain some of that back with that sack and brings up 3rd and medium, and the likelihood of getting off the field just went up.
Now here's Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
It's just so hard to be a good offense in the NFL, Mike, when you are not good on third down. Your inability to extend drives, it either puts a lot of pressure on your coaches to be aggressive on fourth down or simply punt or take a field goal. You have to maintain possession and give you more cracks to score touchdowns.
He's going to air this one out, and that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance, trailing here in the fourth, but they will turn it over on downs. The Colts offense and Josh Downs heading back to the field. The lead is a couple of touchdowns as this drive kicks off 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Taylor. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
They'll go again here with Taylor. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. Two minutes remain in the fourth quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. He's got his man. That's down. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Now a give running left with Taylor. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game. Second down and 8. On second down, here's a run with Taylor. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. They'll drop to throw. He gets this one complete to Pittman. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
And that first down should all but do it, Mike. With only one remaining timeout, the defense just can't stop the clock enough. Got to imagine it's victory formation, and we're a couple kneels away from this game being over.
Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee.